What if you could decorate your home for fall with pieces that look even better than the expensive store-bought versions? Today I'm transforming some very unexpected and very affordable items into 10 beautiful fall decorations. Let's get started with a cozy pumpkin made from something you may already have tucked away in a closet. For our first DIY, I'm turning a basic winter hat into the cutest soft pumpkin. I love fabric pumpkins for fall, but some of the nicer ones can be surprisingly expensive, especially when you want several different sizes and colors. The great thing about using a winter hat is that the shape is already mostly done for us. I start by filling the hat with stuffing. You could also reuse filling from an old pillow, which would make this project even more affordable. To secure the opening and create a stem, I used rubber bands to keep it together, then hot glued jute twine all around to hide the rubber bands. You want to cut off the very top of the hat if it's a bit too thick. You can just make your stem however large you want it. Then to create the pumpkin sections, I used 3 to 4 rubber bands again to divide the pumpkin easily. One rubber band creates 2 sections, so if you want 6 to 8 sections, you just need 3 to 4 rubber bands. If you wanted to give it an even more finished look, you could hot glue more jute twine over the rubber bands to hide them, but I found once I fluffed the pumpkin, I didn't really notice the rubber bands anyway, so I just left it as it was. Then to finish it off, I just added a jute twine bow, or you can add some greenery for some embellishment. And this is how it turned out. I love these so much that I made them in a bunch of different colors. You can put them in a basket all together with a throw, or you can use them on a centerpiece. They're so soft, cozy, and completely customizable. Our next project is a little bit more playful. I found these wooden spoons and immediately saw the perfect shape for some simple ghosts. I love doing this one with my little guy because you can create as many funny faces as you want. So I just added a simple ghost face with a Sharpie marker. Then I just got some cheesecloth and hot glued it to the very top of the spoon so it would drape over, and that kind of gave it a vintage feel. These would be adorable tucked into a fall floral arrangement. You could display it in a utensil crock or even use it as part of a Halloween tier tray. They're simple enough to make with kids, but they still look polished and when they're styled with the rest of your fall decor. So I wanted to share this one with you. Really easy. I bought these dice at the dollar store. They're in the kind of like the toy aisle with the fitness stuff too. That's where I found them. So I got 2 packs. You can get as many as you want when you see what this craft is, but for what I'm going to do with it, I bought 2 packs. Then you need some paint. I have white paint. This is just a little can of paint. You can use chalk paint, you can use acrylic paint, whatever kind you have on hand is fine. You just might need a couple of coats to cover up the dice, but any kind of paint will work. Then I got these letter stickers also at the dollar store in the stationery department to use. And I had this antique wax. You don't have to use this. You can use a Sharpie, you can use brown paint, you can use black paint, and you'll see what I mean when I do the craft. So let's get started. Okay, so now that we have our blocks painted, this took 2 coats. You can do a third, but 2 seems to be fine. They're all covered. So then I'm going to take my letters, and I'm going to do 2. On one side, I'm going to do fall. So I'm going to put a letter on each block. So then we have, if I want to change them for Christmas, I have N-O-E-F, which is really cute. So now just to make them a little bit more rustic and real looking, I'm just going to take some of this antique wax that I had and go over the edges and then around the letters a little bit. You can do this with a Sharpie, or you can do it with brown acrylic paint, or you can do black acrylic paint. But I'm just going to brush it on a little bit to give it more of a wood look. So I'm just going to kind of dry brush it and then use my paper towel. This is pretty thick to just kind of rub some off a little bit. There's my F done, so I can do that with the rest of them. And here's our finished letters. Aren't they sweet? Now we're moving on to one of my favorite ways to save money on seasonal decor, looking for fabric in unexpected places. This tablecloth had the perfect fall pattern to create some simple envelope style outdoor covers so you can easily remove it when the season is over. And because of the material of the tablecloth, they're good for the outdoors, which is where I wanted. So you just get your pillow that you want to cover and fold it over so that the top layer of fabric overlaps the bottom layer. So you want a little bit of overlay in the fabric to create the envelope pillow. So then you just cut the fabric to the size that you want. Once you have your fabric cut, you want to flip it so that the pattern is facing upwards towards you. Then flip up the bottom part of the fabric about a third of the way up and hot glue that into place just on the sides. Take the top layer and fold it down to overlap and glue the sides of that one as well. So you want to keep the middle part open because that creates the envelope opening. Then just flip it inside out or right side out and you have the cutest little envelope pillow cover. All you need to do then is open it up and stuff your pillow right inside. Nothing says fall decor quite like an old truck filled with pumpkins. So for this, you start with 4 crates, one large and 3 smaller ones. So then I attach the crates with some wood glue. The large crate is the bed of the truck, and then the 2 smaller crates are stacked on each other and one in the front to form the cab. I spray painted all the crates. The obvious choice here is red for that country feel, but I'm a blue gal. For windows, I just went with white duct tape because I wanted to hide the handles of the small crate, and so I knew if I painted on, you'd still see those handles, whereas the duct tape will completely cover it over. Then I picked up these puck lights for the wheels and 2 for the headlights. These are great because they have the sticky back already on them, so they're easy to attach. They're already black, so you don't have to paint them. And then for the headlights, I just painted them the blue color around. So the last step was to cover the bottom of the crate because it wasn't even and I wanted it to be nice and a nice even surface. So I just glued on some large popsicle sticks that I painted in the same color to make the surface look even. This is so cute and can easily be transitioned into Christmas just by adding a little tree to the back or some presents. So many cute ideas for this one. This next DIY is going to give us a much larger statement piece. Our front door is extra high, so I find a normal size wreath looks really small on it. I wanted a large wreath. So for this one, I'm turning a hula hoop into an oversized fall wreath. So I started by wrapping the hoop with jute twine to cover the original color. FYI, this was very tedious. Go make yourself a coffee and watch a show while you're doing this because it will take a long time. However, once the base was ready, I began attaching some fall stems around the bottom section of the hoop where I wanted them. I didn't want to do it all around the hoop. I just wanted a little bit of embellishment on it. And all of these stems I got from Dollarama. Finish it off, of course, with some pumpkins. Look at the size of this wreath. It fills the door beautifully, but because the center is open, it doesn't feel too heavy or overwhelming, and I think it just adds the perfect pop of color. If you enjoyed today's transformations, please give the video a thumbs up. It helps more than you know and lets me know that you'd like to see more affordable fall decorating ideas. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next fall video. Another idea to create a cute lumbar pillow is to use a woven mat. So I got this one at Dollarama again. All you have to do is double it over and then hot glue the edges on each side. Then you can just stuff it with a pillow that you already have or some stuffing, glue the end, and you make this really cute woven pillow that can go for any season. The woven texture is really big right now for the fall, so I thought this was a great idea, and you get a pillow for $5. Our second wreath has a completely different look. I actually saw this on Pottery Barn and I thought it would be so easy to make instead of paying over $100 for it. And it was a cute one to do with my son again. So it's a really fun one for kids. So I just got some felt at Dollarama in different colors. So all I did was cut out a collection of simple leaf shapes. I cut out one leaf and then just use that as a template for the rest. They don't have to be perfect. And then I just glued the two edges. I pinched them together and did a little bit of hot glue and glued a little bit of wire in there as well. So I can easily attach them to the wreath frame just by twining the wire right around it. I alternated the colors as I went around, making sure I didn't end up with too much of one color in the same area. And this gives such a soft and cozy appearance. I just loved it. So I started with some orange pumpkins from the dollar store. You can get them in all different sizes and all different shades of orange. So I got a few of those. You'll need some acrylic paint and some paintbrushes. So you just paint on your white paint on your pumpkin. So the trick to making them look realistic is to use different shades. So light and dark. And I'm just going to do the dark here in the creases instead of on the bump. And with the dark, less is more, so you only need a little tiny bit on the brush. Like dab your brush until almost no paint comes off. And then just dab a little bit in the crease, so that is plenty. Make sure your paper towel is wet or damp. And just rub back and forth. So there's the white one with just some dark in the seams. And my blue one, and the green one. So this DIY you can use all year long. It's one of my favorites. I'm just going to take these small terracotta pots. They come 3 in a pack at the dollar store. So to start, I'm just going to take the one of the plates. I'm going to flip that upside down. So that's going to be the base of our candle holder. I'm going to take one of our small terracotta pots and I'm just going to add glue all around the edges. You don't have to be perfect with this. You're going to paint it afterwards, so don't worry if you get glue everywhere. I'm going to add that right into the middle. Then I'm going to take the next one, add glue around the base of that one, and stick that on top. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one, take the wide part of the third one, add some glue, and lay that right on top as well. So then we have our pillar shape of our candle holder. Then I'm just going to take the other base and I'm going to add that right on top so that we have a nice platform for our candle to sit on. Now I'm going to let that dry and then add some paint. So I created 2 candlesticks, as you can see. This one is using some bigger pots. I like the other one better with the slimmer pots. I definitely like this one better, but let me know what one you like or how you would change them if you would. So now I'm just going to add some paint. I'm going to go with this chalk paint I picked up at Walmart. It's just a light gray color. I like the farmhouse look, so I'm not going to put it completely solid over it. I'm going to let some of the terracotta shine through so it has more of a distressed farmhouse look to it. But you can use these candlesticks all year long. You can dress them up for different occasions or leave them as they are. They have a really nice neutral look, so this could be one of those DIYs that you keep out all year. And you can even do a trio of different heights. So you can do one like this with the 3 pots, you can do a smaller one with 2 pots, and then you can do the smallest with just 1 pot, and then you can have a whole trio of various heights, which would look really nice as a display as well. If you enjoyed today's transformations, please give the video a thumbs up. It helps more than you know and lets me know that you'd like to see more affordable fall decorating ideas. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. I'll see you in the next one.